Some people are of the fixed mindset. They believe that intellect and other skills and abilities are given, and there is nothing one can do about it. Others of the growth mindset believe that with proper knowledge, training, and practice, we can enhance and multiply our abilities in life. This growth mindset is so rewarding to cultivate. Let's understand its significance through the life of Hamilton Nagy, the 6th grade pass child who became a master in surgery. Growing up, he was the son of a shepherd in South Africa. In the little village where they lived, he used to walk barefoot on the rocks all day long and sleep on the ground. He only completed 6th grade. When his father became extremely ill, Hamilton left the village and reached Cape Town. There he worked as a laborer at the University of Cape Town. After the construction got over, he received employment as a gardener in the tennis court. However, he got his break in an interesting way. This University of Cape Town was world famous for its excellence in the medical field. Doctors were conducting research on giraffes to understand that when the giraffe bends its neck to drink water, why do the muscles not go into seizure? And why does the jugular nerve on being stretched not make the giraffe unconscious? So they put a giraffe in the laboratory, made it unconscious, and when they were slitting its neck, it started shaking. They decided they needed a strong and powerful person to catch it. The doctor went out and saw Hamilton and requested him to come in. For 8 hours during the surgery, Hamilton was holding the giraffe while the doctors came and went. Subsequently, this became a regular feature. Almost on a daily basis, they would get him to hold animals while they experimented. And seeing his sincerity, they promoted him to lab assistant. His next break came when a world-famous surgeon, Charles Bernard, who subsequently did the first heart transplant operation in the world, came to the university. And he started engaging Hamilton in stitching up the patients there. Seeing his dexterity, skill, and speed, he was given more stitches to do until he was stitching 50 patients in a day. He was now promoted to the post of assistant to the surgeon. And slowly he began learning about the human anatomy and the physiological terms. He became so expert that the surgeons realized his understanding of the human body was tremendous. They would ask him to teach students. He began teaching hundreds of students. Another big break came when research was being done on the liver. And he discovered the one important nerve in the liver to take care of, which is even now called the Hamilton nerve. The consequence was that slowly Hamilton, who had only passed grade 6 and who had come to work as a laborer and subsequently as a gardener, became an accomplished surgeon. Just before his death, the University of Cape Town honored him with the degree of Master in Surgery. His story shows us the potential for growth that is endowed in human beings by the Creator. A social researcher called Carol Dweck, she did research on these two mindsets, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. 5-year-old children were given problems to solve. They were asked, which problem do you prefer, the easier one or the difficult one? Children with the fixed mindset said, we prefer the easier one. We don't want to make any mistakes. Those with the growth mindset, they did not want to pretend to be good. They chose the difficult one that would challenge them, force them to get out of their comfort zone and result in growth. The same distinction was observed amongst college students as well. When students were entering the universities, many from deprived backgrounds had poor English. So the weak students were asked this general question. The university is thinking of offering a special course to strengthen your English. Would you be interested? Those with the fixed mindset, which was also determined through psychological tests, they said, no, we don't want to seem bad through our results. And those with the growth mindset said, it's not about what we seem to be. It's about trying to be the best version of ourselves. And they welcomed the extra course. This mindset, I have written about it in 7 Mindsets for Success, Happiness and Fulfillment. Let me read to you. The attitudes we harbor habitually within ourselves become our mindsets. They are our customary ways of thinking, which have become an integral part of our personality. They can be compared to physical habits we create by repeating physical behaviors again and again until they begin to happen automatically. Similarly, mindsets are mental habits we establish internally by practicing particular attitudes repeatedly until they come naturally to us. These mindsets can either work in our favor by flooding our consciousness with positivity or against us by plunging our mind into negativity. So understanding that the difference between fixed mindset and the growth mindset can make the difference between a molehill and a mountain in terms of what we achieve in our life. Let's cultivate the mindset of growth.